In this episode, we visit the beautiful Kaiwi Lakes to go paddleboarding and amused by some high-tech toilets in Ngatea before arriving at a secret summer destination for Kiwis, Whangamata, where we kayak into a volcanic blowhole and discover a jaw-dropping turquoise lagoon only accessible from the Tasman Sea.
We came to New Zealand to travel extensively.
To do this, we bought a motorhome to live and travel in.
In this series, we attempt to visit every square on the New Zealand Monopoly board.
In this episode, we're going to tackle the income tax square. Our route initially takes us to Kaiwi Lakes and then down through Auckland, ending up at Whangamata. So this is a lake with a beach all the way around it. It's been recommended to us by Lucy. We've come down to have a look. It looks fantastic. You can hire paddle boards, which we're very tempted with. You go swimming, which we're very tempted with. Kaiwi Lakes is a recreation reserve containing 3 crystal clear freshwater lakes, which are perfect for swimming, various water activities, and also has 2 campgrounds. The warm shallow water makes it especially safe, and we loved it. We had a fabulous time with 2 paddle boards we hired and also met a lovely lad called Alex.
My dad just caught a fish.
Oh, did he? Oh, good.
Like a tiny goldfish.
You got that?
No, he's not fishing, so he just caught a tiny goldfish.
Oh, good.
And he was pretty happy about it.
This has been one of our most favourite experiences so far in New Zealand. That's how highly we rate this place, and it looks pretty good too. So we've just been to Kaiwi Lakes and it was awesome. We absolutely loved it. It was a perfect day, not too many people, and we had a great paddleboarding and a swim.
I did sit-up paddleboarding while Rob did stand-up paddleboarding. It's been great.
It's laundry day yet again. These seem to come around fast and frequently. And it's time to do all our washing, bed linen, clothes. Anything we could find lying around in the van is going to get washed today. We had a fantastic day paddleboarding.
And we had a little swim.
Yeah, so what could end a perfect day other than a visit to the laundrette? One interesting observation we've noticed is that when we go to the laundrette, we end up taking 2 large bags or a backpack and a large bag. And yet, when we come out of the laundrette, everything fits into 1 bag. I mean, it's one of life's mysteries.
And Rob gets to carry it.
Yeah, I seem to get to carry the 1 bag home.
The lucky one. You're the chosen one.
I'm the chosen one. I'm not sure I want to be the chosen one all the time. This place has come highly recommended from a lady, or 2 ladies actually, in the laundrette. And I think we're very pleased with what we see. We were also delighted to find vinegar, as it's not always offered in restaurants in New Zealand. Auntie Peg and Uncle Gordon needed to visit the tax office, so we took this opportunity to go with them and complete another square on our Monopoly challenge. These blingy high-tech toilets behind me are free to use, and they're just off our campsite. I've not seen anything like this before. It even plays music while you're in there. It's all free. Free fresh water, free dump point. These are really good facilities.
Door closed. Please press button to lock. Door locked. Your maximum use time is 10 minutes. Press button to unlock door.
So if you've ever seen Star Trek and the doors that open and slide open and shut, that's what these toilets are like, except this has got more blinky lights in it than they ever had on Star Trek. It's not easy to do recycling when you're on the road like we are. There just isn't that many places around. But here in this town, they've actually got recycling bins here. This is great. Peg, are you excited at the recycling opportunities that this town offers?
Well, the other thing I like is they're bilingual as well.
They've almost ticked every box. Only almost, because there's no toilet paper in the toilets. Okay, a little bit of interest here. The guy that works in Subways behind me, actually, what he does, he goes across the road to where the pizza place is, he gets himself a pizza, then he goes back into Subway where he works, and he eats the pizza. I love that. If anybody from Subway head office is watching this, please don't sack this fella. That wouldn't be very nice. And therefore all this isn't true. It is true.
If anybody from head office is watching, you better make sure that you're giving people good discounts on your own food, so they choose to buy that.
Peg makes a very good point. Did I mention there's a cow in this shop's window? And they've got 2 sets of public toilets. Now these ones aren't high-tech. They don't look anything like the Starship Enterprise. Perhaps these ones have got toilet paper in, Peg. So Peg's going to check it out, because, you know, these are the facts that we need to know about. There's 2 things you need to know about Vet Club. Number 1, it's by farmers, for farmers. And number 2, it pays to belong. Oh, here's Peg. We have a thumbs up from Peg.
I can confirm, there is toilet paper.
So, you know, it's got a 50% success rate on the toilet paper rating scale. Now that in my book ain't bad. Unfortunately, I can't think of any good reason to buy one. Well, certainly not one that Peg would accept.
No.
Peg, can I have a tractor?
No.
It's amazing what Peg can knock up in the van. I mean, all she had was an old inner tube and a rusty lettuce, and look what she's done.
Cheers.
Peg, I think the umbrella was a nice touch too.
It's amazing what you can knock up with a few little scraps of leftovers.
Peg, am I too sexy for my hat?
Too sexy for your hat.
What do you think about that? Do you know, I've got a couple of theories. I think we need to do some research. One is camping in the UK the most expensive place? Basically, you have to pay for every campsite, almost every campsite you go to. Or at the very least, you're expected to buy something, even if you do find a free spot. Whereas the rest of the world, there's plenty of free facilities, free campsites, free water, free dump stations. So is the UK the most expensive place to camp in the world? But conversely, it might actually be cheaper for food, because here in New Zealand, food is unbelievably expensive. So I think we need to do a compare and contrast with the UK.
These potatoes, nearly $8, $7.95.
A bunch of grapes, I'm not joking here, from the supermarket, worked out at £7, that's 7 UK pounds. A lettuce, £5, equivalent to £5, where we notice it's significantly cheaper in the UK. Very, very expensive here to shop, food shop. Very cheap from a camping perspective. Maybe it all balances out, but I think we need to look into this in a bit more detail. Back here again, we pass again. Peg, can I have a ride on mower?
We haven't got a lawn.
That's a very good point. Sadly, our time at Ngatea had come to an end, and it was time to move on to Whangamata. Whangamata is on the southeast coast of the Coromandel Peninsula. We made a quick stop to see Peg's cousin John before heading to the Batch, where we were staying with Chris and Lucy. There's a little island you can reach at low tide, so the next day we made our way over to explore, with Chris, Lucy, Tabber and Delph. Next day, we were back in the water, using boogie boards for the first time. Later on, we caught up with the rest of the family and John hosted one of his delicious barbecues. Earlier, I rated Kaiwi Lakes as one of the best experiences we've had in New Zealand so far. This next experience was even better. It is a marvel of nature with abundant natural beauty. Peg decided to sit this one out as the journey is a bit of a challenge and a number of people have had to be rescued while attempting it. Lucky for us, it was a calm day and we didn't have much difficulty. Chris stepped in and led the way to show me the magical Whenuakura Island, also known as Donut Island. From the outside it looks like a small island with a cluster of rocks, but is actually a collapsed volcanic blowhole in the form of a ring. Entry is via a tunnel on one side, allowing access to the lagoon. We kayaked into the volcanic blowhole through the cave opening to see the incredible turquoise lagoon hidden within. The island is a wildlife sanctuary and spiritual place, so landing on the beach is not permitted. We've now completed 10 out of 40 squares on the New Zealand Monopoly board.
Thanks for watching.
Hope you enjoyed the video.
Please leave any comments below.
And if you liked it, please like and subscribe to our channel.
And hit the notification bell for alerts to our next videos.
Thank you.
Thank you.